What's up, you guys? This is Civil Disobedience bringing you the latest in celebrity reality TV news. I want you guys to give this video a thumbs up, and the content may look similar to a video that NBC Universal blocked. I think it was because I allowed the sound on my YouTube video. So I'm just going to reshoot, recapture the content from Twitter, the comments on Instagram, and again give you a chance to just give me your opinion. So click the thumbs up, make sure you subscribe to my channel, Petty as Hell, the bell, and be sure to leave your thoughts and opinions below, and hit the notification bell so that you will receive updates of when I upload new content. So on the last episode of Real Housewives of Atlanta, Kenya Moore and her husband Marc Daly were at a charity event that they were hosting, okay? And it was to mentor young boys. And Kenya specifically says to Candy in the scene how crazy it is that Marlo would bring her two nephews, her two young black nephews, to such an event and expect to be treated, specifically catered to, I guess, when Marlo simply wanted space for the boys to sit with her. And it is an event for young black boys. And so Kenya, and you can look at Candy's face and you can tell Candy was kind of not feeling what Kenya was saying, but at the same time, as a friend, you kind of allow your friends to vent and say what they need to say. Then up comes Marc, and when he sits down, he specifically says, Marlo brought her nephews. I love that. And it's right here. So, with that being stated, I'm using this to show the contrast in where their frames of minds are. And a lot of people are trying to say Marc Daly is wrong for allowing Kenya to have space to be specifically herself. It would be wrong of him to expect her to change. It would be wrong of him to expect her to cater to how he needs her to be. He to say, if this is who you're comfortable being, and I'm not comfortable being attached to that because of my brand as a restaurateur, then you have to understand that that's what I'm going to have to do, is detach myself from you. Not out of hatred, but out of a necessity to salvage what it is that he sees for himself. You got to think about it. These are not 25, 22, 23-year-old people. These are people who are seasoned in the game, seasoned in their careers, and they know what they want. So Twitter specifically was not here for how Kenya was acting towards Marlo. And I'm just going to scroll over and we're going to look at the comments. So Bree says Kenya being rude to Marlo and her nephews at an event dedicated to black boys really shows the type of person she is. Kenya calling Marlo classless but forgot what she did to Marlo's hair event. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. And that's what I'm saying. I'm confused, boo, because you kind of acted a fool at Marlo's hair event. Girl, she wanted her kids to sit somewhere. Marlo was not looking for attention. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. This is Leisha Goldman. I totally agree with that. Marlo taking care of her nephews. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. Kenya, I love you, but you showed up to Marlo's event with a marching band. She can put the attention on herself in this moment. She kind of owes you one. And then this is my thing. I don't like people referencing what Marlo did for her nephews as her trying to upstage Kenya in the event. That is not the same thing. Marlo is supposed to keep her nephews with her. And if you have no space for my children, then you have no space for me. Okay? Everybody knows that being an auntie is being the second mother to your sisters or your brother's children. You love them like your own. I remember my two nephews, who are now grown, are the prototype babies that I took care of until I had my own sons. So I don't like people saying like Marlo is trying to upstage Kenya. No, she's not. So how did Marlo make it about her? When did she do that? Exactly, it was about them boys. And so Kenya is wild. LOL. All that stuff she's saying Marlo was doing, I didn't get that from her. Yardy girl, oh my goodness. Ken complaining about Marlo. The Marc counteracts with, I'm glad Marlo brought her nephews. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. It is so cringy to watch, but I can't turn away. I couldn't either, and it was a hurting thing, especially when he sat down and was like, Marlo brought her nephews. It's just like, yeah. And she was about to start complaining. He's like, I love that. Dang. I mean, they were just so opposite one another. That just shows you physical attraction is not chemistry. You know, I may be attracted to your looks. I may be attracted to your brand. I may be attracted to what you have going. But that does not mean that I am capable of loving you in the way that you need to be loved. And I don't see anything wrong with either one of them separating. And the last one we have is scholarly resume, 250 a seat, and my name is handwritten on the place card. Hashtag Real Housewives of Atlanta. And the GIF says, this is the most ghetto-ish I've ever seen in my life. But Kenya wants to let folks know, baby, she is good. You know what I'm saying? This is her karma. And I know that's right, Ken. You got your baby girl. You got your husband. And she can say it just like them hoes that didn't want a husband for nothing but other than to say husband. So she got that. Okay, girl. Big up to you. So let's look at these comments that were on the Neighborhood Talks page. Shout out the Neighborhood Talk. I don't know how they're able to upload sound and I'm not able to upload sound, but I may not have Neighborhood Talk money because they all up in everybody's business. So shout out to them. Make sure you subscribe and follow on Instagram. I am Jessania, says family above all, do you Marlo? Eat that D up, says Marc. I love that. LMAO. And that's what I said too. I was like, ha ha ha. You know what I'm saying? That was too funny. But at the same time, it was like, it showed that they were not in sync. You know what I'm saying? And you could tell she was hurt by it. But I'm going to be real. I don't feel bad for King because she too damn mean. What she did to Tanya was so unnecessary. Marc killed her little spirit. He sure did, baby. Lord Kenya, Candy looking like she don't give a damn. And Candy was looking like she was like, for real though, this is an event for black boys and you're complaining about Marlo bringing black boys. Which I get a lot of that. I have people that have mentorship programs for black boys and I've gone to them specifically for my sons. And when I go, they look at me like, oh, for real? You want me to work with your kids? It makes me wonder, is it an actual charity or is it a cover for something? Because, I mean, you should not be that surprised that black boys will legit show up to a charity event for the mentorship program of young black boys. That just don't make no sense, boo. She called her classless because it was a fundraising event and Rich Eye Marlo ain't bring a penny, but she should have let it go because it was important for those young men to be around those powerful and influential black men, and that's what I say too. So I'm gonna let this go, y'all. This thing getting too long because I'm doing it with my screen recorder. Let me know what you think. Leave your thoughts and opinions below. So do you think that Marc should excuse Kenya? Or do you think that Kenya should excuse Marc? I mean, I want to know what you guys think. Leave your thoughts and opinions below. This is Civil Disobedience. Subscribe to my channel, Petty as Hell the Bell. And make sure you hit that notification button for updates on when I load new content. Peace.